In the last video, we learned that scientists are still trying to understand stress. Specifically, we raised the following questions. 1. What is the objective and comprehensive definition of stress? 2. Where do stress-related emotions originate? 3. Does stress come from external circumstances or from within? In order to identify and characterize stress, we need to understand how awareness and emotions are formed. In addition, the relationship between emotions and free will is critical to determine what is responsible for stress. Most scientists assume that awareness, beliefs, emotions, and free will originate in the brain. Validating or invalidating this assumption can fundamentally change the way we think of stress. As we all know, the brain and sensory organs are made up of atoms and molecules, which are matter particles. Fundamentally, particles on their own possess attributes such as touch, taste, color, smell, temperature, etc. However, do they really possess the attributes to be aware, form beliefs, or experience emotions? Let's do a thought experiment to understand if the sensory organs or the brain produce awareness. When our eye sees something, it is similar to an image formed on a screen. Retina cells have no awareness of this image. This image then gets converted to electrical signals, and the signals are transmitted to the brain via the optic nerve. Just like the electricity in wires does not have any awareness of the information it transmits, these electrical signals in the optic nerve are also not aware. Then the information gets stored in the brain in the form of biochemical molecules. When pictures get stored on a computer flash drive, the flash drive particles themselves do not possess any awareness. Much in the same way, biochemical molecules stored in the brain also don't have any awareness. So where does human awareness come from? Does it really originate from neural activity in the brain? Let's discuss this through an example from neuroscience research. Multiple research studies in the field of neuroscience have led to the understanding that three brain regions, the insular cortex, the anterior cingulate cortex, and the medial prefrontal cortex are critical for self-awareness. However, research at the University of Iowa on a patient called Patient R with significantly damaged self-awareness regions of the brain showed that this patient still demonstrated self-awareness in a mirror. It is very surprising because given the damage in these brain regions, the patient should not have exhibited any self-awareness. Additionally, a group from the University Hospital of Liège were able to elicit some awareness even among patients in a vegetative state. Therefore, despite the breakthroughs in neuroscience, scientists have not been able to fully understand how awareness is present in patients with such brain damage. Now let's try to understand the role of free will in relation to our beliefs and emotions. According to the American Psychological Association's dictionary, free will is the power or capacity of human beings for self-direction. From our day-to-day experience, we recognize that we possess the ability to divert or focus attention, form or change beliefs and intentions, and regulate emotions. For example, psychological diseases such as depression and phobias are treated by counseling therapies in which patients are guided to change their perspective and beliefs. As a result, patients are able to change their responses to stressful situations without any medicines or physical intervention. If emotions and beliefs that play a significant role in one's responses to situations are occurring only within the brain solely due to some sort of chemical process and neuron structure, then our free will would have no role to play. If we as human beings didn't possess such a free will, how could we motivate ourselves and others to think positively or respond positively at times under difficult situations? The counseling therapies would not be effective in the absence of free will. However, these therapies have been proven very effective, and therefore we can conclude that we all possess free will that is not solely dependent upon chemical processes and cellular structures of the brain. Additionally, in an article published by the National Institute of Health, Dr. Richard Davidson, a neuroscientist at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, states that positive emotions can trigger reward pathways located deep within the brain, thus leading to positive brain changes. This research suggests that emotions have an ability to facilitate changes in the brain. Based on the discussion and cited research, we conclude that 1. Medical science has not been able to clearly identify the source of our awareness, beliefs, and emotions. 2. Free will is the intrinsic ability of an individual which is independent of brain particles. 3. Free will gives us an ability to regulate our emotions. And 4. Emotions can influence brain changes. So if not in the brain, where do awareness, beliefs, emotions, and free will originate? This is the million-dollar question. To answer this question, we first need to know if they come from within or without. Stay tuned for coming videos to find out the answers to these questions. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.